LBS and friends, I'm your host, Lino Stoyan, and alongside here with me today is...
Oliver Johnson.
Now we have a great episode coming up. There's so much going on in the sports world that is needing to be talked about, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
NBA playoffs wrapping up in the first round as well as the NHL.
Don't mention the Knicks.
The Knicks are the best team. They're the best.
No.
The New York Knicks is honestly, that's a great start to the show. The New York Knicks 51-point bomb of a game over the Atlanta Hawks. I think was beautiful.
No, but they're gonna lose the next game.
They're gonna lose the next series.
Yeah.
2. It's either Boston or Philly.
Yeah, whoever wins.
Who do you think wins Boston or Philly? They're going into Game 7 at D Garden in Boston. The Sixers have made this a battle.
I would take the Sixers.
You're taking the Sixers?
Because I hate Boston.
You hate Boston.
I just hate Boston over the city of Boston overall.
The people in it too? Or just the city?
Just city.
Just
and the people are mid.
Yeah, the people.
And John Dinkins.
Yeah.
John Dinkins.
John Dinkins, hope you're watching. He's a pretty big fan of the show. Now, this NBA playoffs has been very interesting. We have a handful of Game 7s going into this weekend. Boston and Philly is one of them. But a Game 7 that I don't think we thought we were going to see with Orlando and the Detroit Pistons, I don't think that was in anybody's playing cards.
No.
What are your thoughts?
I just think the Pistons are a better team.
The Pistons are a better team.
Yeah.
And that was showed last night in the game. The Pistons, it was a very low-scoring game.
Yeah.
The Pistons were able to battle back from a huge deficit. And honestly, this Magic team is choking. They had a beautiful Game 6 at home.
They almost lost the play-in round to the Hornets.
No, they beat the crap out of the Hornets. They beat them by 30.
Yeah, but like...
I mean, they are a play-in team.
Yeah.
I think the Suns were they should have lost.
Yeah, they should have lost.
Horrible. But I do think it's going to be a very interesting Game 7 series weekend, and then with the Lakers and Rockets.
Yeah.
Another series we didn't think was going to go to Game 7.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic and his Nuggets are out. They could have won that game, especially with Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo being out. I definitely could see them winning that series, but they couldn't pull it out.
No.
I do think the Timberwolves don't get the next series. They're down a lot.
Probably not.
There's suspicion that Anthony Edwards could be back in Game 3.
But I don't think they would be able to come back from that.
Likelihood of that is
pretty low.
Pretty low. So we'll keep on going with some Golden State Warrior talk. Steve Kerr and his Golden State Warriors are looking to end the dynasty.
Yeah.
One of the most dominant coaches in basketball history is hinting that his career is going to end. Players are sad. This is a team that's been really closely knit together. They really haven't had anybody come and go a lot through these years. And I think everyone's old at this point, and the Warriors are, I think, going to plummet to the bottom of the league, if you would agree.
Well, also they have to get out of the salary cap.
Yeah.
The NBA... Did you see about the new NBA draft rules?
I did.
That's stupid. That's so
very
stupid. Just let the teams tank. That's literally the whole thing.
And you don't want teams to tank, but...
But that's the only way to make them good again.
Yeah. You can't penalize a team that... It doesn't sound like it's the best case scenario to lose all the games.
But no, they're still playing like they want to win. Mm-hmm. They just can't win.
Yeah.
The team is set up to where they're more likely to lose the game.
And they got players who see that and they get all turned off by it.
Yeah.
Which is it's not good. It's not good. Keeping it on with still with the NBA talking about the draft. Cooper Flag wins the Rookie of the Year award. How do you think he's going to do for the rest of his career? And do you think, this is a hot take, that Colin Knippel will be the better player overall in the long run?
If Cooper Flag goes to a better team, I think...
Do you think Dallas is the right spot for Cooper Flag?
No.
No.
Cooper Flag needs someone that's actually like...
A mentor.
More of a mentor.
I definitely say he needs a mentor.
Yeah.
If you told me today that if Cooper Flag could be paired with
like
Russell, no, who's guy on Cleveland?
No.
That's not Russell Westbrook, is it?
No. I have no idea. I just look it up.
Yeah. No, I think if you definitely put Cooper Flag on a team with someone who's got all that, I think they definitely could. Donovan Mitchell. If you put him on a team with Donovan Mitchell, I think he will flourish. Especially a guy like him with talent.
Yeah.
I think he'd be really good with a player like Donovan Mitchell. For sure.
That would be a good fit for him.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland.
Going into the draft for the NBA, who do you think's a player that really is speaking out in this NBA draft that you think would be a good take for a team? Do you think the Boozer brother, really just Cameron Boozer, you think he's legit?
No.
No.
Based off what he did in the tournament,
I think they're overhyped. I think Duke right now is an overhyped.
I think the younger Boozer brother made the right decision.
Yeah.
Staying in Duke for another year.
Yeah.
So he could get
reps. He's not all that.
He's not even as good as the older one.
Speaking about college players and college players not taking the extra help, Diego Pavia. Goes undrafted. He was a Heisman contender.
Yeah.
Goes undrafted. Where do you think he will have? And here's what's being said about him: that he will have a better career in a league like the UFL than he would in the NFL. They said he would be a perfect fit for the UFL.
All Diego Pavia wants to do is run over people.
That is.
But he can still throw the ball and make crazy plays. But I think Vandy was a good fit for him in college because.
Mm-hmm. But it was weird how Vandy wasn't all that, and he's been playing with them for forever.
Vandy's actually a good team.
They're a good team, but this year for some reason he turned on something, or they turned on something, which helped him do what he did.
Yeah.
Which is 4 times more impressive, whether it was a him thing or whether it was a team thing.
Yeah.
That was really good on Diego Pavia. With the NFL draft went great.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the best drafts we've seen in a very long time, even though it was not quarterback heavy, although the number 1 quarterback in the past 10 years in the draft, Fernando Mendoza. Some people are saying Fernando Mendoza is not going to be.
Fernando Mendoza might be a bust.
You think he's going to be a bust?
He might. It's mainly because it's let me see.
He does throw the ball, and he can run. Is Vegas the right spot?
Yeah.
And I think Vegas had a good draft.
If Tom Brady were to teach,
he doesn't Kirk. But I wouldn't say him and Kirk have a similar playing style.
Yeah, but it's basically the same. If Kirk Cousins didn't work out in Atlanta with Michael Penix and didn't even help Michael, how do you think he's gonna help Fernando?
Yeah.
You can't just switch someone's behavior and mentality.
Kirk Cousins is what I would call a laid-back quarterback. He's not the guy who's gonna be out there just kind of moving all around in the pocket, really being an aggressive.
Kirk Cousins is more
get the snap,
action,
sit back there, and just let everything come to you rather than moving yourself around to making action. That's what I see Kirk Cousins as in a quarterback.
Yeah,
I think Mendoza is definitely not, but I also think Michael Penix is a little in between from being a super high energy quarterback and moving around than from a laid back quarterback.
Who do you think is going to win this quarterback battle in Atlanta?
In Atlanta. 2 lefty quarterbacks. The only 2 lefty quarterbacks in the NFL.
Most injured quarterbacks that
we've
ever.
I think the Falcons have made horrible quarterback moves the past years. They signed Kirk Cousins to 100.
Yeah.
And here's the weird part, and this is what should be investigated, is how is Kirk Cousins getting these crazy contracts for being a backup quarterback?
Well, it was also they had some stupid tampering thing that happened during that time.
It was you sign Kirk Cousins for a crazy deal, then you draft Michael Penix, who's the complete opposite of Kirk Cousins.
You already had Kirk Cousins. Why did you go and draft Michael?
You draft a quarterback who's the complete opposite of Kirk Cousins, so it's how do you want him to mentor him when there's no connection with any of the play style? Then Kirk Cousins leaves. You bring in Tua Tagovailoa, who is arguably the exact same quarterback.
I think the Falcons did do good in the draft.
No, I did not.
I think their first 2 picks were the best.
Yeah, they did very good. I think
Avion Terrell,
Zachariah Branch.
Branch.
Very good.
Avion Terrell
Playing with his brother.
playing with his brother. We
Which-
needed
cool,
another.
by the way.
That's cool.
Cool.
But we needed another cornerback either way. So if we didn't get him, we would have gotten someone else. But I think the Zachariah Branch was the best pick they took
Super good move.
because
Kid went off in that Ole Miss game.
he's basically the same player as Tyreek, just not like smaller in height, but
No.
smaller in like size and weight. Because Tyreek's a freak athlete.
He's muscular.
Yeah, I think if the Falcons can do what Georgia did with Zachariah Branch, it would be they'll be good.
I think Zachariah Branch will be a George Pickens.
Yeah.
Super talented wide receiver number 2.
This is also a good 1-2 for the Falcons.
Perfect.
Drake London for you have Drake if like in the red zone. Red zone was a big problem for Atlanta.
Yeah.
If you have Drake London in front and Zachariah Branch lined up behind him, you take Drake London, plows the way, and then Zachariah Branch just
cleans up
and like takes a 5-yard out right in the end zone. No one's out there. Easy catch and score.
I totally agree with that. I think he will be a George Pickens.
Yeah.
Now, continuing with the Falcons, I think Mooney was not the right wide receiver 2 for that team. But also, if Kyle Pitts can keep that same second half of the season mentality that he had,
Yeah.
he's gonna be a huge asset for them too.
I think Kyle just needs to work on blocking.
Yeah.
That's the main thing for tight ends. Even though he's not the best blocker, he still has to block.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you signed up for when you became an
That is a
NFL
tight
tight
end's
end.
job. And
Yeah.
a tight end, I would say, is a player who's a wild card.
But
they can do anything.
But a tight end, you don't have to block for a long time. You're just cracking. I play tight end when I play. You're just cracking someone for a second to help your offensive lineman get more control, and then you go help someone else. You're just hitting the person in the shoulder every time. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Is move them. Just make a mistake you don't need to make the mistake. You need to make someone else make the mistake.
And that's exactly.
Push them into a situation where they have to do something uncomfortable.
I would agree. Now, speaking about uncomfortabilities, I want to talk about 2 teams that have made their players feel uncomfortable. Number 1, let's start off with the Rams and Ty Simpson.
They did in Atlanta. They did what Atlanta did last year or 2 years ago.
And I think it was a puzzle move. Maybe this was a call by a general manager. Maybe this was a call by the owner. But it was definitely not a call approved by Sean McVay, the head coach.
But you already have Stetson Bennett, but he's a wild card.
I would not say Stetson Bennett will last long.
Yeah, he's a wild card, but you already have. Just get someone that will help you. You had the 13th overall pick from Atlanta with the Nate Landman trade. Just pick someone that will help, get another wide receiver or defense player.
Tay is on the end of his career. I don't think Devontae Adams will give you a lot of years.
Because you already have your one of the best, number 1. When next year, I think Puka's gonna get bigger salary than what JSN has right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would also think, from a comparison standpoint, that Ty Simpson will be a Mac Jones.
Yeah.
He will have a very...
Ty Simpson will gradually get better.
Yes.
He'll start out as a backup and then slowly work his way up. He'll move teams before he becomes a starter.
Sure. Which is because they were drafted into situations that were not good. Now, I will say, this situation is a dream for Ty Simpson. He is getting to be mentored by one of the greatest quarterbacks of this generation and the MVP.
And you get competition with Stetson Bennett.
Yes. You get competition and you get weapons.
Yeah, even though Stetson Bennett's not the best quarterback, Ty Simpson might be a little bit better. They're kind of the same. You're still having competition. If Stetson Bennett is doing something better than him, Ty Simpson needs to work harder to be the same as Stetson. the competition is good for him.
Yes, I 1,000,000% agree. I think if you can get a player like Ty Simpson on your team after this Rams situation, he will be a huge asset for you. I don't think Matthew Stafford stays around.
After like 2 years of Ty Simpson behind Matthew Stafford and Bennett, if like a team like, let's say, the Cardinals, if they're who's their quarterback right now?
They have
Kyler Murray.
No, Kyler Murray's off. They have
off.
They just drafted somebody. Carson Beck. They got Carson Beck.
Okay, but like if Carson Beck doesn't work out for them, Ty Simpson might be a good pick for trade for them because Carson's not a good quarterback.
No.
Carson was put into a good situation where he had one good wide receiver that he fed to, and then his defense was like
the best
ever. Like Ruben Bain, who's the other dude?
That one lineman.
Yeah, the other lineman.
Francis, wasn't his name like Francis Monugo or something like that. Speaking of the Cardinals, I think what the Cardinals did in this draft, they got a ton of big names.
But it's not a good fit. Why that doesn't fit?
Not like Carson Beck doesn't fit with this team.
Jeremiah Love
does not fit. I don't think we had Jeremiah Love going into the Arizona because you got now a running back room of 3 running backs.
Yeah,
who are all. I wouldn't say they're all top tier. Jeremiah Love is top tier.
Yeah.
But Trey Benson and the other guy's name, Corey. No, not Corey.
I think
the Connors guy.
Yeah, I think if Jeremiah Love went to a team,
the Titans.
If he went to the Titans, that would be with Cam Ward, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cam Ward. If Cam Ward had quarterback, didn't they get a wide receiver?
They got Cardinal Tate, but that pick would be switched.
But that would be switched. But
it would still
the Cardinal Tate pick was still good.
I would say.
I think because Cam Ward, he needs to work on his throwing.
Oh, for sure.
Like, he's a good thrower right now. He just needs to work on NFL, like passing in the NFL, what it's like.
But they also have an awful offensive line, which is making pressure. And I think Jeremiah Love is a mirror of Christian McCaffrey.
Jeremiah Love would have helped Cam Ward stay out of getting hit every play. Like, because they picked Cardinal Tate, it's a good pick. But if he's dropping back, he's probably going to get hit almost every play.
Get that quick pass that's right there. Bang. Speaking about passes, I think Jeremiah Love is also like I said, a Christian McCaffrey who can also act as a wide receiver, which he's basically a two-way player on offense.
Yeah, but like, that's just a weird pick.
It's still messing with my mind, and that was the pick they chose.
But then there's also good wide receivers coming out of college for next year.
Yes. There's a lot.
The Saints got a lot of good Georgia players.
Saints got. I thought the Eagles were going to load up on more Georgia players, as what Coach Sirianni said. Sirianni said he wanted more.
I don't think they had a good. I think there were better players at that point when they had the picks, but like,
it's going to be good. Yeah. It's going to be a good NFL season once again. I am Leo Stoya, host of LBS and Friends, and alongside with us today was
Oliver Johnson.
And we will see you next time on the show. Make sure to follow for more great sports content all the time.